Okay guys, today we're gonna do something a little bit different. I'm just gonna do a speed build, get you guys set up with a simple lead handling agent, hopefully in the next 7 minutes. We'll see. So we start out with our on-form submission. This is our trigger. So that's where we get the data from. This is where we get, imagine in a contact us form on a website. This is where we get the name, the email, all that good stuff. And then we wanna wait 5 minutes so it doesn't seem like an automated email because we're gonna personalize it to what they say through our AI agent. So here we have its brain, the OpenAI ChatGPT 4 model, and then we gave it a few tools so it can add the lead to our CRM. It can send the lead email, and then we can get notified in our Slack. And then I also just added a simple Gmail node just so we get an email as well to notify us that we have a lead, and kind of everything that the AI agent did. So we're gonna start out by just going through it really quick and showing you guys demo. I'm gonna fill this out and we'll get back to you in 1 second. Okay guys, here we have it, filled out our form from Miss Sarah Johnson. She is trying to contact Mad Men Marketing. That is the example that we set up. So it's gonna run through once we submit that form, and this will always just be waiting for that form to be submitted. And that is the trigger node. So it starts our workflow. Usually this will be set to 5 minutes or so, but we have it for 5 seconds just for the example. And then it's gonna go through our AI agent. So it has its brain and then all the tools on its tool belt, and then it sends it right back to us. So we'll see, let's go check out, make sure it updated our CRM and Google Sheets. Sweet, that's all the information that we put in there. And then what do we wanna check next? We wanna check to make sure, we'll go to Slack first, make sure to give us Slack notification. Awesome. So it has new lead, Sarah Johnson from Northflow Media, interested in X, Y, and Z, goals, and urgency. And then reasoning for the urgency, sweet. And then we'll go to the email it sent. So it sent us, check this out. Okay, great. So we got our email sent to Sarah from Don Draper at Mad Men Marketing. And we say, hello, Sarah. I hope this message finds you well. I'm Don Draper from Mad Men Marketing, and I'm excited about the opportunity to collaborate with Northflow Media as you strive to enhance your e-commerce marketing endeavors. We understand that optimizing your app performance and strengthening your content engine are key priorities. At Mad Men Marketing, we're adept in areas including SEO, paid ads, email marketing, and content creation, all of which align with your goals of improving ROAs, tightening lead funnels, and driving conversions effectively. Your search for a reliable long-term partner ends here. Book a time with us for discussion at your convenience. Given your urgency, we are ready to get started promptly. Looking forward to assisting Northflow Media in achieving sustainable growth. Best regards, Don Draper, Mad Men Media, or Mad Men Marketing. Awesome. So that was a beautiful email. That email comes from our AI agent, written by them. And so we have our user message and our system message. So I know that's a lot. I'll leave that in the comments below in case you guys need help with that. But then we also want to make sure that we get the message over here confirming we have a lead. So this is just basically saying you have a lead, letting us know in email as well as Slack, and telling us what the agent did right here. The email to Sarah Johnson from Northflow Media has been successfully sent, ... And then, okay, awesome. Now that that's all good to go, I'm going to start the live build and see how fast we can cook this up. As always, we have to start off with our trigger. So we ask ourselves, where do we want to get the data from? What do we want to do to start off the workflow? We are going to do a form submission trigger right here and just grab this, make it easy on ourselves. And so here, so we have the form title, form description, and then we can just add the questions we want in our form. Like I did earlier with the previous one, I'm just going to do it for you guys real quick so I can show you. It's a little tedious, so we'll be back in a second. Awesome, guys. So we're all set up with our form right here. That's going to be our trigger that starts the workflow, and it's going to have all of the data we got from our lead. So the name, email, address, phone number, company name, all that good stuff that we're going to base this email off of later with the AI agent. So we're going to actually start off with a wait node right here. We don't want it to be an instant follow-up. It's going to seem very automated. We want to give it 5 minutes and then follow up with the lead. Okay, now this is where the magic happens. We're going to add our AI agent node really quick. Awesome. And we're just going to throw in define below so we can have our prompt or our user message. And then we're going to add a system message. And we're actually just going to go back to our other workflow right here and just copy and paste. I'll leave this in the comments. So right now, if you're building along with me, just go to the comments and you should see prompt user message and the system message as well. You can also adjust this as needed. I just made these prompts pretty quick. Okay, sweet. Now we're going to give it a brain and some tools. So we're going to add a brain really quick. We're going to use OpenAI. And today we're actually going to use our 4.0 model. So we just type in 4.0. And this one is a little bit more robust. It's going to be better at writing these emails, making them sound natural and human-like, and using the data that we gave it. So this is the reasoning model. This is the LLM that we're using right here. And now that our model, our AI agent, has its brain, we're going to give it some tools to work with. So first off, we're going to add a Google Sheets tool. And what do we want that Google Sheets to be able to do? We want to be able to add stuff into our CRM. Our Google Sheets is our CRM today. So we're going to want it to be able to append. Append just means add, basically. So append row, and we go and look for our Mad Men marketing leads. Easy as that. And then just sheet one. Oh, we don't want to do that. That's our previous one from our demo. Okay, sheet one. Awesome. And now that that's loaded, it can see all the values to send. And we're actually just going to go down the list, let the model define each of these parameters, because it knows it's getting the data. And so it's going to know to put the company in the company value, or in the company field. Okay, now that that's all good to go, yeah, we're good there. Now we're going to add, what do we want to add next? We're going to add a Gmail tool. Super easy. Gmail tool, and then we're just going to select our credential. Oh, we need to create a credential really quick. I'm just going to sign in. Okay, now we're all signed in. Super easy. You literally just press sign in and you should be good to go. So now we are going to add, we want to send a message, right, guys? We want to be able to send a message to our lead. So we're going to have it be able to, since we got the Gmail, our model, our AI agent will know what to put there. Same thing with subject. And same thing with the message. And we're going to leave it in HTML so it can actually make a well-formatted email, versus if we were to just go with text, then it would just make a big string of text, which we don't want. We want it to be able to look all nice and look professional and look well done. Okay, sweet. I think we're good to go there. I'm actually going to add one more thing that we always want to remember, is to append the N8N attribution. So that is, it just adds the little message at the bottom saying this is from N8N. We want to get rid of that, and we click this by doing that. We do that by clicking this. Okay, now that we have gotten the lead into our CRM, we've emailed the lead. We also want to notify our team. We want people to actually realize there's a hot lead. So we're going to use Slack. You can do this with anything. I actually also am going to add a Gmail notification as well, but we're going to just start off with Slack, and I'm going to just connect my account really quick. Super simple. You just go here and press allow, and then we should be good to go. Awesome, connection successful. So now we're going to, Slack account is set up, and we want to be able to send a message. And so who do we want to send the message to? We're going to want to send it to a channel. Say we want to notify our whole team, right? We're going to select a channel, and we're going to say, I put in lead gen. And then we're going to just have our model, our AI agent, define this parameter as well. It'll know exactly what to say because of our prompt that we put in earlier. Okay, now that that's all good to go, let's make these pretty. Okay, so we're all set up here. Now I want to do one last thing, and actually we're going to do this really quick before I forget. We don't want to include the N8N link in the workflow. We don't want to add a little message at the end. N8N loves to do that, but we don't want to add that. Now that that's all good to go, we're going to run some data through here. So we're just going to go execute workflow, and we'll fill out this form super quick. I'll be back in a sec. Okay, sweet. Now that's all filled out, ready to submit. We're going to submit the form, and awesome. Now it's got all that information from the trigger node, and then it waits. We change it to 5 seconds just for the show, right? And then it's going to use our AI agent, and our AI agent's going to use its brain to process everything, and then use all our tools to execute each process. Okay, awesome. So we should go to our CRM, and awesome. That row was added. There we are. Awesome. Now we have the email sent to us. It even has a little bit of bold in there. And yeah, that looks great. We want to add one more node just to top it all off. It's that Gmail node. We're just going to send a message so that we know we have a new lead, right? So what we're going to do here, we're going to just hard code in whatever email we want to notify. And then we'll just say you have a lead. Okay, and then the message, we're just going to put in the AI agent's output, and it tells us right here everything that it's done, and we'll just make it super easy. And then that all looks good to go, so we're just going to execute the step, and awesome, it should run through. So then we should get it over here in our email, in our inbox. We're going to update it, give it a second. Things are loading slow, so I'm going to just give it a few minutes and I'll show you guys when it goes through. Awesome, it went through. There we are. You have a lead. Oh, and we want to turn that off really quick just because it kind of annoys me. We'll just go append an attribution, turn that off, and then we're good to go. So that's all set up. Let's just make that green. We'll have it send through one more time. And okay, sweet. So here it is. There's just the output of the AI agent. It lets us know what we did and notifies that we have a lead. Awesome. So we're going to go back over here and everything looks good. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Hopefully it was speedy enough for everyone, and I'll see you guys in the next few days. I'm going to actually be building a more robust lead handle workflow, and it's going to be pretty crazy. So tune in the next few days for that. Subscribe, like, comment, all of the above. Thank you. I'm Sebastian. This is Automation for Business. I hope you guys have a great night. Bye.